Welcome back to Las Vegas. It's Alex Belfield talking to the big stars of the Strip, and it's always nice to find a new megastar. And Lior Suchard is the man who has just taken my breath away for the last, well, let's say 90 minutes. I want to know how you did it. I'm confused.
I will start by asking you a very simple question.
Go ahead.
Okay, Alex, right?
Yes.
Alex, I'm going to write a message for you. Very simple, very direct. Can you, if I would ask you to tell me a two-digit number, what would you say, randomly?
29.
29, that's your number. Now, I wrote here, Alex will say 29. Can you see this?
What the hell? How? How? Why?
Power of the mind, power of suggestion.
Oh, I hate this. This just is very annoying. Hey, listen, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing always great.
It's just incredible. I've sat here at the Palms and they said to me, you've got to see this guy if you're coming to Las Vegas. He does Thursday and Friday nights and he reads minds and he does stuff that is beyond belief, and you did. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. As long as it is all for positive and people are having fun and enjoying and, you know, feeling the energy, it's amazing.
Lior, what I don't understand is you went to one guy in the audience and you said, I'm going to tell you your PIN number from the credit card. How is that possible?
Yes, I think he hates me now because I revealed this. I think he has to change his card right now. Some of the things that I do, I have blocks in my show. I have routines. Every show I guest someone first love, like I did, or I do something. But sometimes, as you notice, I was looking at him and said, you know what? Take out your credit card, and I was just guessing your PIN code number because I had a feeling that I could do it. This is what I could feel, and it's very strange for me also. Some of the things that I do, I don't know how I do. It's very strange, and it's fun and it's great. I think he was afraid of me a little bit.
Really? You see, I love magic. Let me be honest with you. I've seen most magicians in the world. I try and get to know them, and I try and get them to tell me how they do it, because I have to know. I'm one of the people who have to know. And watching your show tonight, I could kind of get how some of it was done, but then there was other bits that you just seemed to do by reading people's mind, and we all know that that's kind of impossible, but you do it. So what is it? Is it eyes, body contact? What is it?
It's a combination of a couple of things. It's a combination of abilities that are really, I had a very strong intuition when I was very, very young. I could see people and look at them and know things about them with using my intuition. And I studied a lot, NLP, psychology, body language reading, behaviors of people, how the mind works. And I combined this all with the showmanship a little bit that I have, and combined and created this show. It's very important to say, this is not a mind-reading show. This is an entertainment show based on my mind-reading skills. So there are lots of things from the influence world. So things that you said, the 29 that you said at the beginning that I wrote before you said it, maybe it's not your number, maybe I influence you to say this number. So
that's what you do. Have you done this all your life? Because it seems like you were born to do this. I've seen so much of you on the internet and it is staggering.
It is. I was actually, yes, I performed all my life. I love to perform. I love the people. I love the energy. I love the reaction. I love the wow effect. And I love most of all the message of positive thinking and really, believing in yourself and think about it. Because it's not an ordinary show. Okay, I don't like, well, I love magicians, but it's not a magic show. I don't have props and big boxes and elephants and tigers going out. I love it, but I don't do it. And I just come with a piece of paper and some surprises, and everything is open to everybody, and everybody is shocked by a camera, so they see it's fair. And I really meant it. Nobody here's got money to give me information. It's really fair. Everything is fair. Nobody gave me any information.
Because your critics will say that. They'll say, oh, well, there were plants in the audience. You had 15 plants.
Exactly. 15 actually, the whole audience is plants. So that's how I do my show. Every time I pay $1 million to the audience to come and watch it.
Do you know what's amazing, though, about the show is you don't get the biggest round of applause in Vegas. And I'll tell you why. We're all so shocked by what you do. It takes a couple of 3 minutes to kind of sink in. And there's that. I watched tonight, and I was one of them thinking, how the hell did he do that? At the point when I should have been clapping. I'm sorry I didn't clap quicker.
So is it good or bad?
No, it's brilliant, because you do stuff, like I say, with the PIN number. And you do all the showmanship brilliantly. That's a skill in itself. You make it look so natural, and that's brilliant. But the raw talent of what you do is delivered so beautifully, and you work us from behind, as we call it in show business, on stage, and you make us think you're going to do one thing, and then you even get it wrong sometimes, but then, of course, you get it right. I'm not going to give away your best gag, but there's a numbers thing you do, which just clears the floor. Nobody knows how to react because it's so amazing.
It is.
When did you know that this could be a career opposed to a hobby?
It was never a hobby. since I started to do this, since I started to look at people and know different stuff about them, this is my ability point of view. I knew that I was going to do this all my life. And for the past, I'm 29 years old right now. For the past, I would say 15 years, I was performing in over 40 countries in the world. And I did TV shows in Japan, and in England, and in Italy, and of course in Israel, the origin. And I love every second. I love to see the cultures. I love how they behave. And you know something? Other than the entertainment and the fun and the craziness and the shock as you describe it, there's something else that I see. People came to me after the show, shook my hand, asked for autographs, and told me, listen, you made us think different. You made us think positive. You made us think that maybe there are things out there. Maybe things are not as they seem. Maybe you just need to believe in yourself and you can do anything you want to. So it's not an ordinary magic show that you just enjoy. There's a message inside it, and it's very important.
Absolutely. And then I start thinking about how you do what you do and how that translates through the show. Are there certain principles you use that can be turned into any amount of tricks, let's call them, although they're not magic tricks?
Well, there's not tricks as magic tricks in this show, but you can call it tricks of the mind. If I would influence you to say a number or a name or something like that, or the letter that everybody gave the information, that I actually wrote the letter 2 hours before the show, and I influenced them to say it, you can call it mind tricks, okay, but it's not magic tricks.
It's very clever. Let's talk about your beginnings and where you come from. We can hear from your accent you're not from Las Vegas.
No, I'm terribly sorry about my bad English, but my accent is wonderful. But I can do this interview in fluent Hebrew if you want to.
Would you mind?
And baya, toda rabba, no problem.
What did you just call me then?
I just said, no problem, thank you very much.
Very good, so we can let that go out. Well, where are you from? How did you get into it?
I'm originally from Israel. Every time I say this, everybody's lights go and say, oh, Uri Geller. And it's a very close friend of mine. I grew up in Israel. I actually live there right now. I just live more in airplanes than I live in my home in Tel Aviv. I grew up there. I have normal family, normal life, except my ordinary skills. Unordinary skills, sorry.
Tell me about your week then. Thursday, Friday you're here, and then you fly home?
Okay, not really. Thursday and Friday for the next, this is a run because we couldn't do this show for more than 8 weeks because I had to go to do a TV show in Japan, and I have to go to Russia to do a tour there and like 6 cities. I have to go back to Israel. So what I'm doing during the week, I'm either in Los Angeles. I'm doing I'm working on a TV show. I'm writing a book in New York. I developed application from the iPhone that can help you do some crazy stuff with the iPhone. You just print my name on the App Store. You can find lots of cool stuff. And from time to time during the week, I have 4 days to fly sometimes to Europe to do my shows over there, to come back. It's very difficult, but you know, I'm still young and get along. It's okay.
What's amazing about you, though, unlike most illusionists or magicians on the strip, you don't need 2 HGV lorries to go with you. You just need you and your brain and a pen.
I don't need who?
Well, you don't need big lorries, do you? I mean, it's just you, your brain, and a pen.
I mean, I did shows outside, inside, surrounded with camera, without camera. It's just me. And as I'm standing right now in front of you, I just need a piece of paper and a pen. I can do a show for 3,000 people.
Here's my prediction. I think you're going to go from this rather intimate showroom here at the Palms, and you're going to get your own massive, great big showroom within months, because this show needs to be seen by a lot of people, and it defies belief. And seeing the reaction on people's faces tonight was just spectacular, to see them so confused, as was I in places, just taking it to the next level, and it never stops. You make sure it doesn't drag, because some of these shows are padded out. You can't do that, can you?
For me, the most important thing, as I told you, is the entertainment and the fun of the people. You can be skeptical, you can be a believer, but it doesn't matter. As long as you're enjoying, that's what I need, that's what I'm trying to give the people. And I'll finish with what I said in the show. Always think happy thoughts. You know why? Because you can never know who's reading them.
Well, I would love to be you for just 2 minutes. I think what you do is fascinating.
Because the girls?
Well, there is that as well. Now, can this help? This kind of mind play, does that help?
Well, when I was 18, actually, I invented the perfect pickup line. And tell me if it's not perfect.
Go ahead.
I would go to a girl and tell her, if I guess your phone number, can I call you? That's it. And I was guessing her phone number. That's it.
So how do you do that? Just give me this one trick. Come on, how do I guess a girl's phone number?
You go with me and ask me to do it with you.
And you'd be very happy to take me around and just find me 1 or 2.
Yes, no problem. Whatever you want.
This is the town to do it in. Hey, listen, I loved it, Lior. You're incredible. You've got a fantastic show, and I think you're going to be one of the biggest things here in Vegas. The question is, do you want to be here? Because you're a big star around the world. You've only got to Google you or look on YouTube. You're very busy. If they offered you something here full time, would you be tempted?
I think I would be. I already tempted because, you know, something in my brain tells me maybe it's time, even for a couple of years or something like that, to stop chasing around the world and get people to chase to see me.
Right.
So that's the difference. So they will come from around the world to see me instead of me flying all over and see them. I was doing it for so many years.
Well, let's face it. I mean, this is the place to do it, isn't it? Your show was born to be here.
Definitely. I really believe so.
Congratulations, Lior. Thank you very much for talking to me. What an amazing show, and thank you for the experience here in Las Vegas. You made my trip.
Thank you so much. And of course, I have to tell you something. If you come and see the show again, unlike other shows, you will see different stuff every time.
I'd be too aggravated because I just hate you even more. We mustn't do that. Lior, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.